In this video, I'm going to show you our Classrooms or Pods feature. This is a useful tool for schools with more than one staff member or with multiple students in different levels. It's a way to organize students and staff into self-contained units. Spark has built the classroom feature to be very flexible. Some schools use these like a classroom in a traditional school, grouping students according to grade or according to the subject being studied. But many alternative schools have a much more creative setup. For example, grouping students in homerooms with multiple ages and grade levels mixed. You can mix and match the students and staff in classrooms, enrolling them in more than one classroom, or creating assignments and other information for specific students within the classroom, or even for students from outside of that classroom. As the admin, you can give your staff access to only his or her classroom on the Spark platform in order to protect privacy and keep information manageable. As a staff member, you can do all of the learning management tasks within your classroom that you need to keep your classroom running smoothly. A classroom can basically be a self-contained unit within Spark, and staff can work solely within this unit. To learn how to limit staff access to just their classrooms, see our tutorial video on creating staff or look at our FAQ. Let's take a closer look at the classroom feature. As I go through these features, keep in mind that this is current as of July 2024. We will be adding some features to classrooms and making some more conducive for larger schools, so you may see some small changes as time goes on. Classrooms can be found in the classroom navigation, and here you can create as many classrooms as you need by clicking Add New Classroom Pod. You give it a name. You can also select the teacher that will be enrolled in this classroom. You can also select which term this classroom will fall under. If you want it to be accessible in multiple terms, you can select None. You can also give your classroom a subject. However, if more than one subject is studied in your classroom, you might want to just keep it at None as well. You can describe your classroom, and you can also enroll students in your classroom at this time if you want. You hit Create, and then your classroom will appear. Clicking into your classroom, you can go over to the Settings tab and edit or add any of this information that I just showed you. You can also give your classroom an image if you would like. I'm now going to switch over to what this will look like for a staff member with limited access to just their classrooms. I am a teacher in this Spark school with limited access to just the classrooms I'm enrolled in. My classrooms are the elementary, homeroom 2, and after school program. If I click into one of these classrooms, I can see right across the top all of the tabs that I can navigate to do what I need in my classroom, such as creating assignments, keeping grades and attendance, and so forth. Let's take a look now more closely at all of these tools. The first page you land on in your classroom is called Schedule. This is where you can create assignments and activities for your classroom of students. To create a new assignment or activity, click on the three-dot menu on that day or over at Add New. Here you can select from the type of activity or assignment that you want to create. You can also require attendance for the activity or change the type of student response for the assignment. And to learn more about how to create assignments and goals, see our video called Creating Assignments and Goals. You can also view all of the submissions your students have sent for different assignments right here on this calendar. And you can send feedback and ask students to redo or go ahead and approve of their submissions. And to learn more about how to do this, go to our tutorial video called Assignment and Goal Submissions. In the Courses tab, you can view the course plans you've created for your classroom and those that you've actually scheduled. A course plan is like the blueprint for the course that you can then apply again and again, or schedule again and again for certain students and dates. You can create course plans specific for just your classroom here. A course plan is different than just an assignment set or a one-time assignment or a goal on your schedule calendar like I just showed you, and that you can plan out all of the assignments for the entire term or for however long the course will last. You can select how many weeks and days will be in your course. You can create more than one assignment for each day in your course. You can specify different things about each assignment in your course and then reuse it again and again as needed. To learn more about courses and how to use them and then how to schedule a course plan, see our tutorial video called Creating Course Plans and Schedules. In Activity, you can see your classroom students' activity. On the right column is a list of their assignment submissions for you to review and approve. On the left is the activity tracker, where you can view assignments for each student that are due today, are late, their goal progress, their submissions, and also their reward redemptions. In grades, you can create a grade book for your classroom, and within the grade book, you can create grade classes where you actually record the grades. You can create as many of these as you need. You can even create different grade classes for different students as needed. In attendance, you create attendance schedules for your students and then record that attendance. You can create as many attendance schedules as needed. You can make one for your entire classroom or different specific schedules for different students. You go here to add a new schedule, determine what days it's on, give it a name, determine which students it's for, and so on. And then to keep attendance, you click on the pink block for that day, and then you can mark students as present, unreported, tardy, excused, or unexcused. You can also specify how tardy they were and add a note for any of these types of attendances. Even if they're all marked present, you can add a note to each one if you need to. You can also create activity attendance. So for instance, if you have a special class happening or a field trip or maybe music lessons, you can create an activity for those students who are involved and then take attendance for that as well. Rewards is where you can create rewards to motivate and encourage your students. Students can earn points for completing assignments, then use those points to buy rewards. These can be anything you want them to be, whatever makes sense for your students. You can see here which rewards your students have redeemed and then mark them fulfilled once you've actually fulfilled it. You can also view their balance history of points earned and rewards purchased. And you can create as many rewards as you would like. The rosters section is where you can enroll or unenroll students in your classroom. You can also view student information by clicking View Student. Once you're in the student information section, you can also click on View Student Portal and then view their portal just as the student would. You can also submit assignments for the student if you need to. In the students section, you can also write notes about the student that only you can see, or you can create a note that is available to any staff within your school who has access to the student information. Files is the area where you can store files needed for your classroom. You can create folders within your classroom to help you organize these files and then upload as many files from your device as needed. This will enable other staff members to access files if they need to. And you can also make certain files public to be posted on Guardian portals. So for instance, I've posted this syllabus for my classroom on the Guardian portals just for the guardians of students enrolled in my classroom. And to see how to do this more clearly, you can see the video about posting files to Guardian portals. We do have plans in the near future to add a classroom chat section where you can chat with just the students in your classroom, and a classroom communications section where you can create and send emails or announcements to the families within your classroom. If you have any other questions about classrooms, please see our FAQ found on any page when you click on the pink question mark, or you can also watch our other tutorial videos or click Contact Us to send us your question directly.